Hi, my name's Steve and I'm just a bloke on his farm. Today we're going to move the cows from the bottom fields down there to this pasture just here, which has been vacant for about 6 weeks now, and the grass is lovely and thick and fresh, and they're going to enjoy chewing that down for me. And they can roam around in here for a couple of weeks. Chickens are getting excited. They can roll around in here for a couple of weeks and chew some of this lovely grass down. This is a job my mum normally does while she's here. So as she's not here to do it, I thought I would bring the job to her. So why don't you come along with me and see what she usually does. Right, this is only a short walk, so we don't need the buggy for this. But I'll tell you a little bit about the cows. We have two of them. We have Penny, who is our milking cow, and we have Brindle, who is our beef steer. Penny is about 15 years old now and coming to the end of her milking days. Close this gate right there. I don't want the cows to go in. If you leave a gate open, the cows will go in it. So make sure you close everything. So Penny was 15 years old, as best we know, and she's failed to get pregnant this year, so it doesn't look like we're going to get any milk out of her this year, or a calf. Brindle is a 2-year-old steer. I think he's a shorthorn cross, and here he is. Hello, beautiful. You ready to go into fresh pasture? Come on then, come down to the gate, let's move you. So Penny is a Jersey, she's a purebred Jersey, and my mum comes from Jersey, the original home of this breed of cow. So it's appropriate that she normally does this. Come, Pen. Ready to move? If you leave a gate open, the cows will go in it. So make sure you close everything. Told you what happens when you leave the gate open. Interesting. After just telling everybody about leaving the gates open, I left one open at the bottom, and sure enough Penny found it, and she ran straight through into my hayfield, which I really don't want her spoiling right now. But anyway, situation under control. 10 minutes later, we've got her back. We've got her reunited with Bryn. They've both been moved up here onto this fresh pasture, and as you can see, they're getting right into it, chewing that grass down. This was probably not recorded on camera during the melee, but Bryn was getting rather anxious being locked in the pasture by himself, away from Penny, and was frantically running around the field, bumping into fences and gates, trying to get to her. It just goes to show how much they like each other's company and how much they need company. He didn't like being alone. But anyway, he's reunited. Thick as thieves, there they are. They'll probably spend 2 or 3 weeks here, and then I'll move them on to another pasture again. But I'll talk to you later about what I'm going to do with the pasture that they were just in, because now that needs some attention. Very important for getting that organic life and what have you back into the soil and overall soil health. Really quickly, what we're going to do here is, as you can see, the grass has gone really stringy and gone to seed. Now that the cows have been in it, and they've taken down all their favourite yummy bits, and they've left this stringy stuff which they really don't eat. So before we can put the cows back in here, which they'll probably be back in another month or 6 weeks, I'm just going to run with the tractor. I'm going to run the slasher high over the top of these seed heads and just take them off. That will mulch them basically back into the ground, and after I've done that, I will harrow with spiky harrows and just aerate, break down the manure that you can see here. That'll all get broken down and dragged through the top bit of soil along with all the mulched seeds, and it'll come back thicker and stronger and nicer than it was before, without all this stringy bit. And the cows will eat more of it instead of leaving all this stuff that they don't eat. I mean, that's just, I don't know if you can see, but it's very stringy, and they just won't eat that. So that's the plan. Right, now we've talked the science. Come with me, let's go do this. Now that I've finished slashing the field, I'm going to run the harrows over it. And these are the harrows. As you can see, they're 2 platforms made up with 6-inch spikes. And I've actually got this one weighted down with a fence post that weighs about 50 kilos. That just gives it an extra downward pressure, so it breaks the surface up a little bit better. But these little spikes are going to tear through the top inch or 2 of ground, and they're going to break up all the manure, all the seed heads that I've just cut off, and kind of introduce them back into the soil. Good for soil health, good for improving the actual land, and it makes better grass, it makes better pasture, it makes better feed for the cows. As an old farmer told me a few years ago, just running the harrows over the fields after the cows have been in there is the equivalent of putting about 100 weight of fertilizer over there. I've taken that to heat ever since, and it's worked. My fields have got better and better and better every single year, and we use no chemicals on here at all. But for right now, my day's done. I spent long enough sitting on that tractor today, so I'm going to do the harrowing tomorrow and get that pasture finished, and then we'll lock that field down until the cows are ready to go back in about a month or so's time.